Pleasant good morning, everyone. Definitely a pleasure to be here this morning with you guys. Another episode of CDR Inspiration. It's Monday morning, and you guys know I like to say, thank God it's Monday. Some people like to say, thank God it's Friday. I say, thank God it's Monday. It's the start of a brand new day, a brand new week. And though some people are not too encouraged by Monday mornings, I am one that is definitely encouraged and excited about Monday mornings. And this Monday morning, we have a special guest with us. Some of you would have heard her yesterday. Yes, right. Some of you would have heard her yesterday when we introduced Marina Arta, a lovely young lady that has a great passion for inspiring other young women just like herself. Marina is a real estate agent and also has her very own business. And Marina, what's the name of that company again?
Prosperous Hands.
Prosperous Hands. I won't say the name, but I'm only thinking Gifted Hands. I think it's probably the same in any case. Prosperous Hands. And Marina has a lovely message that I heard her share just over a week ago. And when I heard her message, I said, no, I need to invite Marina to come share her message with us on CDR Inspiration. So it's a blessing to have you this morning, Marina. And I'm turning it right over to you this morning, Marina. Go right ahead.
Right. Good morning. Good morning. This morning, I just would like to share something that I shared on my page about receiving the pearls out of 2020. The concept comes from me, trying to pursue a lot of stuff for 2020 and not allowing my own desires to fall away and not follow the trend of those that speaks so negatively over 2020. Right? So the concept, that's just the concept. So how are we able to get the pearls out of 2020? I have a few points that I would have listed, and one of them entails not being overwhelmed. Why not being overwhelmed? Because Clifton, I'm saying about the pandemic, we are in a situation, a lot of people is losing their jobs, a lot of people unable to pay their rent, a lot of people is going through so much that we probably could only hit a few or list a few of the encounters that people may have. And within that process, you could be overwhelmed, you can start to become discouraged, you can let the situation, start to predict things for you. So we decided to say here what? You don't have to be overwhelmed. You don't have to throw in the towel. You don't have to join and speak negative things about 2020. You could actually choose to decide, you could actually choose to speak well over 2020 and have a proper vision for 2020. You could still, so that's where being one of the points, as I said, is to don't be overwhelmed, to decide in your own self that I'm not going to allow this situation to predict my future, to predict my 2020, to predict my emotions and my view of things. So that's the first point. You taking control of 2020, you taking control of your mind and your view of 2020. You deciding that here what I have the last say in 2020, and coronavirus or any other situation, or maybe it's your rent, or maybe is that you're not in a position right now, you lose your job. I'm not going to let that take over my 2020 and decide what am I going to get out of 2020. Right, Clifton, and those that are listening?
Awesome.
Are you hearing me still?
We're hearing you. We're hearing you. Your volume is a little bit low, but we're hearing you, Marina.
Okay.
And I know you're having some issues with your internet connection, and we're getting a little stick, but we're hearing you clearly.
Nice, lovely. Right. So after that, we decide here, well, we have, because we are not going to be overwhelmed, that we are taking control of the situation. We decide now that there is a way forward. You have to have a proper perspective on 2020. Don't look at it as all down. Don't look at it down. Don't look at it in a way that there is no more hope for you. You understand? So you have to decide that there is a way forward. You have to continually tell yourself that there is a way forward. Let me tell you something at Clifton. I saw this drawing, and this drawing had two men in one building, and they had it had like a I guess they was in jail. But behind all these bars, they had like trees and stuff. And these two persons were doing drawing on either side of the room. One could have only saw the bars, and the other could have seen beyond the bars. They could have saw the grass, and they saw the trees, and they saw all of that. And this is how 2020 is. There is a bar before us. We can choose to draw that bar, or we can choose to look through the crease of that bar and take a view of the tree and draw that nice landscape.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, we can choose to look forward. We can choose to have hope. We can choose to see things, that same vision that we put on a paper. We could choose to see that vision other than viewing the current situation. From my point of view, I have locked off my ears, and this is something that affects a lot of people. Some people, they are up to date with all the news, of all the negative news. The truth be told, they are up to date. And the thing about that, when that is happening, it affects your vision. It affects your belief to go forward, because now this thing becomes your, this negativity start to take over your view. So what you have to do now is remove all of that. Clifton, the truth be told, and those that are listening, I stopped listening to news and report about the coronavirus and the economy for a long time.
Right.
Yeah, you have to. That's the only way you are able to look forward. That's the only way. Clifton, answer me. Do you keep that? Are you up to date with the corona and all the negativity that is happening?
You're asking me that?
Yes, I'm asking you that. Yeah.
Let me be very much honest with you. I am up to date with all of the necessary requirements and what we have to do to be law-abiding citizens here in Trinidad and Tobago. And because of persons sharing through social media and whatnot, some of the stats, that's what I'm up to date with. But I quite get you, Marina, and I'm I agree with you. I have off also all of the negative news and whatnot. To be quite honest with you, even before coronavirus, I'll tell you something, and I tell my friends this, I do not listen to the news. News is very depressing. Anything that is important in the news, people normally talk about it, so you get the news anyway. That's me. That's me. So I get quite right, yes.
Yeah, so the same thing that you said, you're up to date with all the requirements. That's the same place I'm up to date with. Okay, the government is saying to do this. We are opening at a particular time. We are washing our hands. This is the necessary precautions that we need to take. That is what I'm up to date. The negative part of it, where they are talking about this is happening and these situations happen, these amount of persons are dying, this. That is, and these businesses are closing. I am a real estate agent, and at times I look at YouTube to get a little encouragement from those that who are in the industry before me. And because of that, at the beginning of the 2020, those persons would have spoken so well about 2020 is the year, didn't. Then now they come and they change on me, and they start to speak like, the economy downfall and this and that and that. So I had to protect my mind to be able to have that strength to go forward. And this is what I'm speaking about. You have to find a way to go forward. And if you are only hearing things that about the economy is falling, which it might be, and it is, there is evidence that it is happening, you still can't flood your minds with that stuff.
Correct.
If we go to the scripture, some of us, including myself, we have ways that we need to change. But when you look at God, God is saying here what? you are my chosen people. He's given us another point, another direction to focus our views on.
Right.
You are no longer this, you are that. So it's like you have to have something to keep your mind going. And I know you are a network, you are in network marketing, and there is those that are under you. So therefore you are always telling others, look, you're always encouraging others, may I say. You're always encouraging them, and you don't encourage somebody with negativity. That's the truth. You don't.
You can't.
Yeah, you can't. I can't come and say, Tom, you know, the economy failing, boy. Well, I hope you have a good day. How does it work out for Tom? That depressed whole day.
Good one. Yeah.
Depressed whole day. Yeah, so we have to say that there is a way forward. You have to get it in your mind. Probably you have to write up some signs. You know what I did, Clifton? I write up on my wall. I take a chalk in my bedroom and I wrote some stuff. And every morning when I get up, that's the first thing that I see. My husband was like, Marina, why are you marking up on the wall? Yes, I have to write this on the wall. There is hardly persons that are walking around and saying, Marina girl, your goal is this. Marina girl, you're going to make it. No, I have to encourage myself in my dreams and my vision. So I have to keep on saying, there is a way forward. Yes, the economy is being affected, but Marina, there is a way forward. Yes, this is happening. There is a way forward. I cannot allow myself to stay in that position of confinement. I can't allow myself to stay in that position that there's a limitation. No, my mind needs to paint that picture behind those bars. My mind have to. So there is where the second point is, I have to say that there is a way forward. And because I keep saying that there is a way forward, my third point is that when there is a way forward, no, when there is a way forward, I have to look for a comeback. Yes, I lose my job. Clifton, the truth be told, in December, I went away, came back, and I decided that I'm no longer going to work at my employment, but at the place of my employment. So I sent in a resignation letter in December, not knowing what's going to hit me from a place that I was working for 5 years. And when I sent in my resignation, I came back to Trinidad without a job. I decided to go in the real estate industry. And this industry, if you don't sell anything, you don't get paid. Why would I put myself in that position? Because I wanted to build something in Marina. Sometimes things are given to us too easily, and some of our potentials are not discovered because of those things. 2020 is a year to discover yourself. It is a year to bring out those gifts that you have not been using. So that is why I said that you have to find a comeback. Perhaps your comeback is a new business idea. Perhaps it is, okay, you was working for this institution as a nurse, but you know you still could go and do some geriatric stuff on the side on your own. Yes, and back to what you said yesterday, that when the coronavirus hit Trinidad, you saw a lot of persons making haste to go and buy stuffs in the grocery. But you said you also saw a man who was at the side of the road with a van, and he was selling hand sanitizers. And I was like, God, how you didn't tell me Corona coming? This was my opportunity to learn to make hand sanitizers before I become a millionaire, but that wasn't God's plan anyhow. But that person, Clifton, that person saw an opportunity.
Correct.
It had some people who was being very ridiculous with it, crying up prices real high, but they saw an opportunity to make money. Same thing with the mask. There are people who can't sew, but they saw an opportunity to make money. They saw a way to make a comeback. Don't get comfortable in being a welfare person. A welfare person is someone who just sit down and just allow other person to take care of them.
Right.
To have a proper comeback, you need a structure plan. This plan always, well, it is heavily reliant on your talents and your gifts, things that you have and you have not been using. You know, I have a friend, for years she had rats, right, Clifton? She don't know how to comb her hair. And one day she decided that the rats is no longer, working for her. She don't like the look of, how she don't like how the rats is making her feel comfortable no longer. Cut the rats, some of her hair, and she realized because of the long duration that the rats was in her head, her hairline started to deplete. Her hairline she started to lose her hair. She decided to go and buy some oils to help bring back her edge. While doing that, a lot of persons saw her hair and was like, Marissa, what you using in your hair? What you using in your hair? She decided to tell this one, buy that oil, buy this oil, buy this oil, buy this oil. Then she decided, hey, let me put these products together and start to sell persons. Today, Clifton, that idea is in Pennywise up to today, nationwide. Why did this happen? She have no talent in combing hair, absolutely none. So the issue that you are facing at the moment supposed to be able to bring out something out of you.
Correct.
If she didn't have that hairline issue, she would not have brought out this product that many persons are using. And today she's not employed. She's living off of that product.
Wow. That's a powerful story. That's a powerful story.
Awesome. So we have to find a way, Clifton, to make a comeback. Even as you highlighted yesterday, that in your field, where you're doing network marketing, you saw that your business grew at 100%. That's what's correct, right? That's what you said.
Our company, 127%. My organization, approximately 50% my organization.
Lovely. And you know why? Because people looking for a comeback. Hey,
correct.
I'm debt. How can I find another way to make money? Hey, Clifton told me about this idea maybe 4 or 5 years ago. Let me see. Clifton look like he's progressing. I'm seeing he getting trips to go here, and I'm seeing, he's still in the business after 5-6 years. Perhaps he can help me move from this financial situation that I am in at the moment.
Correct.
There is a comeback. One of my friends, even in the corona, Daniel decided, hey, my job, what I'm working with, they just lay me off. No compensation. And he decided, oh, I'm going home. I've seen all these cooking videos. Let me try to make a banana bread. Unfortunately, he didn't have banana, so he decided, let's make a plantain bread. Clifton, I'm telling you, that's the best bread I ever eat. And then he said, hey, I have some fruits. Let me make a mango bread. And today I am calling Daniel and saying, Daniel, could I order a plantain bread?
Wow.
The corona caused him to discover a skill that he had.
Wow. That's what's
fun. Yes. It's how you view it. How you view it.
So Marina, you're saying firstly, don't get overwhelmed.
Yes.
What's the second one?
See that there is a way forward.
There's a way forward. And the third one is make a comeback.
Make a comeback.
Wow.
Make a comeback.
Excellent.
And you're going hard. It's just not making a comeback and you say you have a business idea and you're not investing. Throw your sweat. The same way how you was getting up and working for your boss, who now lay you off.
Yes.
And you was going hard for how much years? No, put that same effort into your own dreams. Make a comeback.
Indeed. That's
and if you
I'm seeing a couple of comments here because I'm looking at my other device here. I'm seeing a couple of comments. Some people saying good morning and whatnot. Some saying yes, don't be consumed. So I'm seeing a couple of comments here. We do have some viewers on that are appreciating the information that you are sharing. I'm seeing quite a few persons already shared the video also. So I think persons are enjoying what you are sharing with us this morning. And we really appreciated that 2020 perspective.
Yes, of course. You have to have it. You have to. No, you really have to. So I'm thinking, okay, I made a list. I said, okay, Marina, if you are pushing this 2020 perspective, what would you want to accomplish at the end of 2020? Clifton, my list, it looks lovely. And I await for 2021 January to come and say, hey, I have accomplished this, that on my list.
That's one of the best feelings in the world, I can tell you. Right on top of my cupboard there, I have a list of things that I would have written at the beginning of or at the end of 2019 actually, that I would have wanted to accomplish some of my goals and dreams and whatnot. And I was so happy to be able to check off one of them last month when I got confirmation of qualification for our trip to the Maldives. And it's something that we sat, we wrote, and we said, we are going to do this. We're going to get this done one way or the other. We get it done. And so I totally agree with you. Writing your goals down,
Definitely.
even that gives you a whole new outlook. You know, it gives you a different feel towards achieving these things. It becomes more real because sometimes things are just jumbled in your head there. And only when you take it out of your head and put it on paper and you look at it, you know, it immediately starts feeling different, looking different. So I totally agree with you, Marina. There's some awesome stuff, Marina. And so, Marina, tell us, you have your goals written of things that you would like to achieve. I know one of the things would be really making an impact in other young women like yourself. Um, tell us some of the ideas you have going forward, and you know, what are some of the things that you propose to do to continue to grow as a motivational speaker, you know, a mentor, a coach? What are some of those things that you have planned so that some of the viewers could hear this morning and maybe even be in touch with you via Facebook and whatnot for those things that you have planned for future?
Right. So at the moment, with this, to get myself out, I have decided to use the Facebook medium to kind of build that familiarity and get comfortable. I decided that I would come up every week and release a video because it also encouraged me as well. When you are telling people to do something, it makes you feel, oh, you can't tell somebody to do something and you're not doing it yourself.
Correct.
So yeah, so that's one of the main. I'm praying by the most. I'm praying that by the end of the year that I have a book that I release. I'm working on it, and I hope by the grace of God that I'm able to release that. Also, I'm hoping my 6-year anniversary is in August. I'm looking forward to actually release a song in that aspect in August month as well. Truly to get my voice out there and be a impact in lives. Say I have to look to some platforms where there is women conferences and see if I could get myself involved in that aspect. I would love one day to go to the prison, the women's prison. I would love that opportunity. That's something that I actually have written down as a goal.
That's awesome.
Yeah, other than that is more one-on-one contact. Whoever reach out to me, I'm dealing with. You know, I really want to get certified as a life coach. I'm actually making effort to pursue that as well. Because, you know, I want to be able that I'm well structured to deal with persons. Not only that you're able to encourage persons and motivate persons, but sometimes you have to go a little deeper with persons. You maybe have to have some little counseling skills, which I do. But when you are certified with something, you have a structure in how you really go about it.
Yes.
You know,
Awesome.
so more or less that's the field that I'm trying and I'm pursuing at the moment, and by the grace of God they will be accomplished.
Awesome. Excellent. Marina, thank you very much once again. I know that a lot of value was shared here this morning, and persons would definitely appreciate what they got from you. Thank you for sharing with us, for giving us of your time to be on CDR Inspiration. This morning was indeed a blessing. And I always say, I may not reach everyone in the world, but to the ones that I do, I will make a difference. And I pray that this video, this live today gets to that person that really needs to hear what you shared today. And we will hear some testimony in time to come, some praise report in time to come that Monday morning, 15th of June 2020, I listened to a video and there was a lady by the name of Marina Arthur speaking, and she really impacted my life. So I trust that we hear that story sometime in the near future. So thanks again, Marina. Definitely a pleasure. Any closing remarks before we end this live this morning?
Yes, my closing remarks. I would just encourage for persons to get up and just do.
Yes.
Remove that fear of what people may think, what that internal fear. It's more the fear is mostly internally, yeah. So you remove that fear and pursue your dreams. And hear this one. You cannot, this is my new statement right now, Clifton. You cannot choose your supporters. So because you cannot choose your supporters, don't put a list of persons that you are in contact with, and don't put a list of persons that you're not, that who don't like you, and decide that you're not going to go forward. You cannot choose your supporters. Sometimes it's not your family. Sometimes it is not your friends. It is not your neighbors. It might be someone in a distant land that may discover you. So do not choose your supporters. Release all that you have and go forward in power, in strength, and in belief. That's all.
Awesome. Wow. Thank you very much, Marina. I appreciate that highly. Definitely. You can't choose your supporters. Do what you have to do, and you would attract the persons that would definitely want to support you, support your journey, support who you are. I love that. That's awesome. Thank you very much again. And thanks for all those that tuned in this morning to CDR Inspiration. Give Marina some love in the comments for me there, guys. Give Marina some love. Follow her on Facebook. And share this video. If you got value from this video, this live this morning, share this and let somebody else get value from it also. Let somebody else benefit. All right, guys? So love and appreciate you all once again. And looking forward to seeing you next week, Monday morning, for another episode of CDR Inspiration. Let's continue to impact lives and effect positive change in as many as we can. Have a great day, guys. Love you all. Take care. Bye-bye.